Hi, meteorologist TJ Del Santo with a quick web update for you. We're still looking at a significant winter storm to be working its way into southern New England over the next 24 hours. Let's take a look at the situation. A winter storm warning now for all of Rhode Island, excluding Block Island, and southeastern Massachusetts, excluding the islands of Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. Simply put, we're looking at the potential for 6 inches or more of snow in the areas of pink, and in areas of blue, a little bit less in the way of snowfall. But initially, everybody, I think, will be seeing snow. Here's our storm system, fairly sizable, working its way across the Midwest, sprawling storm system, extending all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico and all the way up into the Great Lakes. That storm will be heading almost due east. We'll come back to that map in just a second. Here's what's happening outside right now. Live pictures from Narragansett. We're beginning to cloud up in advance of this storm. You can see the clouds in Providence as we look through the Highway Bridge at the northwestern sky. Live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. We are nice and dry. We're not expecting to see much in the way of snow during the evening hours, but during the second half of the football game, don't be surprised if you see a few snowflakes falling. Temperatures outside right now are in the upper 20s and lower 30s. They'll be falling back a little bit through the night. 31 degrees in Seacock. And over in Tiverton, 31 degrees as well with light winds. Satellite radar picture showing the extent of the snow already, about to work its way into southern New York State. You see it working into New Jersey, all the way back into Pennsylvania and into Michigan. Now back to this map, and the area of low pressure is centered back in here across Illinois and Indiana. We're going to be seeing this storm move due east, and it's actually going to kind of reorganize just off the coastline, off the coast of New Jersey and passing to the south of Long Island and eventually working its way on off to the south of us through the daytime tomorrow. Here's a close-up view of that. We're going to be seeing that transfer of energy, so to speak, during the mid to late morning with that next area of low pressure developing off the New Jersey coastline. At that time, it'll be snowing pretty good, but may actually start to transition over into some sleet and maybe even some freezing rain across parts of southeastern New England. Noontime, the area of low pressure is off to our south. We could be seeing sleet as far north as the Providence metro area, and during the mid to late afternoon, the storm's pulling away. We'll flip back over to snow, but I think that snow will be a lot lighter. The impact from this storm will be mainly felt during that Monday morning commute between 6 and 10 a.m. Do expect heavy snow, maybe falling at rates of 1 to 3 inches an hour. Roadways will quickly become snow covered, and this is really for the entire area, and this is before that changeover to ice. The timeline: some light snow this evening, shouldn't be a big deal. After midnight, we'll see some accumulating snow. There could be a couple inches on the ground by the morning commute. The snow will begin to mix with sleet from the south into the north during the late morning. Any mix will go back over to snow in the afternoon, but again, that should be kind of light, and then the snow ends in the evening. The impacts, quite a few. No big impact this evening, as I mentioned, but during that morning commute, that's when we'll see the greatest impact from this storm. There will likely be some icing as well, a little bit of icing late morning and during the early afternoon as far north as Providence. You might even briefly see a little freezing rain in Providence. It'll be very brief, though. Do expect a messy evening commute. Although the precipitation will be lighter, roadways will still likely be a mess. Wind gusts 25-40 miles an hour, maybe an isolated power outages. Not expecting that to be a big deal with this storm. And another big part of the storm, on the backside of it, it will become brutally cold on Tuesday. Here's how the snow will pile up. By 4 a.m., I think we could be seeing a coating to 2 inches of snow, 2 to 4 inches by 7 a.m., and then through the morning, kind of leveling off 5 to 8 inches or so in the Providence area, as we will be seeing that mix of sleet and maybe a brief bit of freezing rain. So 5 to 8 inches by around midday, and then maybe another additional inch or so during the afternoon. Total accumulations. The jackpot will be well inland. Will there be less of an impact of a changeover? 9 to 14 inches north and west of Providence, probably north and west of 295 to give you a landmark. 6 to 9 inches, the Providence metro area into Kent County. 4 to 6 inches toward the south coast, and maybe 2 to 5 out there on Block Island. Here's your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 7-day Futurecast. Brutally cold on Tuesday. Wind chills first thing Tuesday morning could be approaching 20 degrees below zero. It looks dry Wednesday. Watching for the potential for some snow on Thursday. Friday, very cold again and staying pretty cold as we head into next weekend. Coming up on Eyewitness News Live at 6:30, we'll give you an update about this storm, and of course you can get updates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at WPRI.com.